Ezhilarasan is doing that.
Yep. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I am Muralidharan and I will be serving as a sergeant at arms for the today's session. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the today's Toastmaster meeting number 36. As a sergeant at arms, it is my responsibility to ensure that everything is set up properly for a smooth and successful meeting. Before we begin, I would like to request everyone kindly keep your microphones muted when not speaking. Please avoid crosstalk during the meeting. As Toastmaster, we refrain from discussing sensitive topics such as sex, religion, and politics. Kindly avoid those subjects. Help us maintain a respectful and encouraging environment. If any guests arrived today, we are especially happy to have you with us. We hope you enjoy the meeting and gain valuable insights. Toastmasters is a platform where we develop communication, leadership, and confidence through structured practice and supportive feedback. Now, I would like to introduce our presiding officer who will guide us through the today's meeting. Please welcome Toastmaster Ravindra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muralidharan. Good morning, all Toastmasters and guests. As the presiding officer, I am delighted to call this meeting to order. Our mission is to provide a supportive and learning environment where members can develop communication and leadership skills. So today we have somehow I see here the theme, and today we have an educational session. I think these two are interrelated. We'll see during the day of the day, we'll see like thing. So the theme of the day is choosing lifestyle, and our book review today for the day is also coincidentally it talks about connected to this only we talk about. So we'll see like, and today our program is going to run by our Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari. So let's call upon Uma Maheshwari who will be running the program for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra.
Yes, please.
Without much ado, let's begin the meeting. How many of you here think that they follow a healthy lifestyle? Is there anyone who thinks that they are having a healthy lifestyle? Basically, let me clear that what is a lifestyle? It is the way of life, how we live our lives on a daily basis. So, I don't think nobody has raised their hand. So, I think everyone is looking forward for this particular session to learn what is there in store from this session. Great to know. So let's quickly get into what are the different types of lifestyle sessions. Lifestyles or a set of practices that a person carefully chooses in a manner that they follow it as a routine. For example, whether they read a book, whether they go out for a walking, whether they cook every day at home or eat out every day, all these are part of lifestyle. They contribute in some way or the other to their daily habits and practices. In this manner, we'll go through some of the lifestyles so that we'll have a bit of understanding of what are the other lifestyles that do exist. So, for example, as we said, healthy lifestyle is one where everything will be perfect, like nutritious food, then quality of work-life balance, and also the quality of sleep. These three are the major inputs which we can say from a healthy lifestyle. Apart from that, keeping our mind calm, reading books, learning, gaining knowledge are all part of healthy lifestyle. There is few more lifestyles which I would like to discuss here. Basically, bohemian lifestyle, which is like who's very spiritual, artistic in nature, who like to be treated with care. These people follow a bohemian lifestyle where they travel extensively meet a lot of people, spend time spiritually, and also spare time for the musical wanted things like that. The next thing is the nomadic lifestyle, that they don't stay in a place constantly. They keep moving here and there. They eat whatever is available at the place and do activities which is apt for that particular situation. These days, nomadic lifestyle is very scarce because nobody can follow this kind of lifestyle, as it doesn't have a safety and security. Because it was in the olden days where people were moving from one region to another in search of green pastures, of agricultural land, stuff like that. But still, when we research about lifestyle, these do come in the top. Then is the corporate lifestyle, where the person is very much career oriented and he's focused on what he is doing, and whatever he does is towards the success of his career. And again, we have few lifestyles which are self-explanatory, like rural lifestyle, urban lifestyle, party lifestyle, solo lifestyle, and communal lifestyle. So these are the various types of lifestyles which people live. So without much ado, let me introduce our today's session. Basically, we have 4 sessions. The first one is the prepared speech session, where the Toastmasters deliver their prepared speeches. And the second session is the book review session, where we have an interesting book called Who Will Cry When I Die, reviewed by Toastmaster Ravindra. And third is the table topic master session, where each one will be given a topic where the Toastmaster or the guest has to speak impromptu. It's an impromptu session. And the final session is the evaluation session. So without much ado, let me call upon the general evaluator, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan, and he has been working as a production sector supervisor in a chemical plant in Qatar for the past 20 years. He lives in Qatar with his family. He has keen interest in electronics and computer technology. His favorite activities include listening to songs, playing badminton, practicing yoga and meditation. He is serving as an area director in Qatar Solvender Toastmasters organization. Let's join our hands to welcome Toastmaster Ezhilarasan to introduce the tag team and also give his general evaluator speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan.
Thank you, Ma Parameswari. My dear Toastmasters, a very good morning to you all. One more nice Sunday, we all joined here. My dear friends, the life is what it is keeping in front of us. The curiosity of life, that we don't know what is going to come in front of us. So that is an interesting part of our life, right? So if you know what would happen in the future, the curiosity will go. We will not have this much interest. What are all the things we are going to learn in this meeting? That we don't know. So that is the curiosity of this meeting. Many times, if you are very smooth, there is no learning opportunity. When you get struggle, your learning opportunities are more. If you take today, we didn't expect role players would not join. The speakers would not join. The main coordinator would not join. So with so many obstacles, we are sitting here, but we are able to manage the meeting. See, this is the biggest learning, how to run a successful meeting with 8 to 9 role players. So that's what we are going to learn today, right? We started the meeting and we are in the progress. This is a challenge of the Toastmaster and learning in the Toastmaster. Thank you very much. With that note, let me introduce my tag team. The tag team is not the fault finders. They are the guidance and help you to reach your targets. The traffic lights, the traffic cameras are not for punish you, to guide you to the right destination. Same like that, traffic lights and the cameras, they have sensors. So we have the sensors in our meeting. So that they will be sensing all your improvement opportunities where you done very well. So those type of details to sense and record that and give a report. We have a eminent, passionate Toastmasters here. Let me introduce them. First role player is our timer Muralidharan. Muralidharan is from Chennai, 21 years old, currently living in Kovilambakam, Chennai. Completed BCA. After graduation, joined friends and explored opportunities. Finally started own company Merax. Made a scaling company in January 2026. Congratulations. Playing badminton, reading books on business concepts, and exploring AI on the internet are his hobbies. With these qualities, we have Muralidharan here. Muralidharan, could you please explain your role as a timer?
Yep. And good morning again, everyone. I am Muradharan, and I will be serving as our timer for today's meeting. The purpose of timer role is to help the meeting run smoothly and on schedule. Time management is somehow important skill in communication and leadership nowadays. Today, I will be the timing or be a timer for all prepared speeches, table topics, evaluations, and other meeting segments also. For request switches, the timing signals will be green at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 minutes, and red at 7 minutes. For table topics, the timing signals will be green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, red at 2 minutes. For the evaluations, the timing signals will be green at 2 minutes, yellow at 30 minutes, 2 minutes 30 seconds, red at 3 minutes. Kindly observe the signals while speaking and aim to complete within your allotted time. At the end of the meeting, I will be present the timing report. Wish you all the speakers very best. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Muralidharan. Our next role player is grammarian. We have Uday Kumar as a grammarian. To tell about Uday Kumar, completed BTech in mechanical engineering, 19 years experience in the automotive industry, currently in Renault Group in India, Orakadam. Joined Toastmaster to improve communication and public speaking skills. Married and blessed with a son. Native is Ennur, Chennai, currently living in Padappai. Uday Kumar, please explain your role as a grammarian.
Yes. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Am I audible, Toastmaster? Yeah, thank you. As a grammarian, it is my duty to pay close attention to all the speakers and listening carefully about the speaking. And I will take a note of any improper language usage, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, thoughts, and sayings. It is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and idioms of the day. The word of the day is confident, which means having the strong belief in our abilities, decision. That is meaning of the confident. For example, before a presentation, she has a confident. That is one example I would say. And idioms of the day is hold your head high, which means to maintain your dignity and remain proudly confident in difficult times. I would say like today we have some shortage. It is also some difficult time, right? So we should remain same proud and confident. That is this idiom of the day showings. And I will submit the report, and when called upon our meeting, I will submit the report. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Uday Kumar. So our next two role players, counter and trivia master, not yet joined. So I think counter is taking.
Yes, Uday, myself, sir.
Uday Kumar, yeah, please, Uday Kumar, confident enough to instantly accept that role and perform well.
This is the first time I'm taking this
Go
role.
ahead. Yeah, that's still
thank
better. Go ahead. Please tell about counter role.
Yeah, the purpose of the counter is to take new words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including or, or. I will also note when a speaker repeats a words or phrase such as I, or this means, this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Uday, for instantly accepting that role. And again, our Jay Hasni is not a joint trivia master. If someone is interested and volunteer for this role, please come forward. Who can take
I
the
will
trivia
take the
master
role.
role? Muralidharan?
Yeah.
I think as a timer, it will be very difficult. Your timer. If anyone else, we have Arun and Kishal. If you are experienced in this type of roles, please come forward and accept this role. Grab this opportunity, please.
Toastmaster Ezhilarasan Arun is a guest and he's just trying to understand how Toastmaster works.
Yeah, it's okay, fine. Yeah, then okay. I
Maybe
think,
Toastmaster really, I'll take it up.
yeah, please. Thank you, Mohan. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, could you please tell about the listener role to the audience?
Yeah. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. So, I'll take up the trivia master for the day. So, I'll be closely observing all the speeches, and at the end of the before general evaluator report, I will be asking random questions. It may be related to the speech what the speaker has delivered, or it may be about the objective, or it may be related to the speaker's description also. So kindly pay close attention to all the speakers, so that you can answer the questions raised by the trivia master. So I'll raise the questions before the general evaluator report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohan, for the instant role acceptance. With that, we are ready with our tag team. Let me hand over the stage back to our TMOD, Uma Parameswari. Stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan. That was a wonderful intro of all the tag team members and their roles perfectly. So coming back to our theme, how we can design a quality lifestyle. That's $1 million question that everyone has in their mind. So it's basically on our priorities and how we take care, how we focus, and what matters to us the most. These are the few things which add value to our life, and that's how we have to design our lifestyle by aligning our thoughts towards it. So we have to intentionally design every single activity in our daily routine, right? From waking up to spending time on exercises, then quality time with family. Then comes the quality time and the travel time as well, like how we can reduce the travel or commutation time to our offices. Everything forms part of a lifestyle because it is a routine which is being followed over a period of time, and that is going to say whether we are an active person or an inactive person or a healthy person or an unhealthy person. So let's start curating our daily routine with confidence and also with much more clarity so that we feel better and better over the ages, and that leads to a healthy lifestyle. So what are the daily habits? We have to carefully watch our daily habits and eliminate habits which doesn't add value to our life, doesn't add value to our vision, doesn't add value to whatever we do and what is the purpose of our life. So elimination is one of the key criteria. And also addition, adding things which we don't do regularly. For example, let's see, we might not have a healthy breakfast on a daily basis. For example, we might be eating some junk foods, which is available readily in the market, or a processed food which is available ready to cook. So these are the lifestyle problems which we face over a period of time on health issues and also on our mental clarity and wellness. So without much ado, let's move on to the next session, prepared speeches. Is the speakers ready?
Toastmaster Uma, both the speakers are unable to join. We can move on to book review session.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this information. Let's move on to the book review session. Who Will Cry When I Die? Book written by Robin Sharma. As you all know that Robin Sharma is one of the famous Indian authors having best-selling copies like Who Will Cry When I Die and much more like this book is being reviewed by our Toastmaster Ravindra. Ravindra is working as a product manager for a fintech company. Outside of work, he has a naughty teenage daughter who always makes fun of him. His wife and him find difficult to manage his younger daughter, enjoying his life, doing things of his interest, working on his hobbies and bucket list, and he'll share more information in the forum. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravindra, for the wonderful book review.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma Parameswari. And once again, good morning to all the Toastmasters and guests. Today, I do not want to call it as a book review. But again, I'm going to explain the details and contents of the book. It's rather than calling a book review, I would like to call it as a learning life lessons from the book. That's what I would like to call here. And this book is very close to me. Actually, I read it very long back, at least 10 years before, and still it had some impressions of the book on me. When Kavitha called me and says, take education session, I was thinking about like what to do. And then immediately, why can't I share what I learned, what is the kind of meaning of the book and everything to all my fellow Toastmasters. That's how I started. So rather than wasting more time, let's get into it. Actually, the other talks about here very with the unpleasant questions actually. It's not like a very favorable one or pleasant one in terms of it, but those questions will help us in terms of making some more life lesson changes and other things changes in our life. So this book, maybe I'll start with a question actually. It says, who will cry when you die? It's not about like the people who are attending, like who will attend your funeral. No, it's all not the people who text like fine social media text messages, or these are not about and everything. Actually, these are all talk about who will actually genuinely feel the loss of you. Who are those members who will feel that the world got little smaller and then it's a little quieter since you are no longer in. So that's what about this. Let's take about like actually about the author. Like before I start this author, so most of you would have not heard about this Who Will Cry When You Die. But when I talk about his favorite book, actually his one prestigious book and very widely remembered and everything, is when I say that the monk who sold his Ferrari. He's the same author. It has come from Robin S. Sharma, and the same person has written this book also. Okay, why I chose to review this book? Because it's not complex. It is not like very describes about in poetic way or other things. It all talks about life lessons. That's the reason I have taken this book. So let me tell you some kind of thing like which actually it happened in my life too. So I am just comparing two funerals which happened in my village. One funeral was like it was of a very famous businessman in the city, in the village, and at the funeral, when attended, few people attended the funeral. So when they were attending the funeral, they were talking about how he made the wealth, how he has come to the riches. So they were busy in terms of raving their mobile, and then they're talking about this is how the funeral was going on. Simultaneously, like I was like after there, I attended one more funeral in the village. It's about like actually a schoolmaster in the village. There were a lot of students who has come. There are some people who are like very old, like 40 years, 30 years old. They have come and they're very silent. They're weeping. And then they're talking about how he has done, how he made them to study even after the school and everything, how he helped them in terms of helping them in terms of explaining the chapters which they don't understand, and how when they are need of even the buying the books they don't have it, how he spent money in terms of the buying the books. So this is the way how he made the changes in their life, how he was present in their lives. That's how the people are talking. So totally two different funerals. One of a wealthy businessman, everybody talking about how he made money, but here it's all about like how he helped them and everything. So these are all two different funerals. Just when I reading the book, I also thinking about actually the people after when I pass on, which room or which funeral the people should be talking about me, either the first or the second. This is how the book gives a kind of impression. It gives a lot of weightage and it is a little bit heavy. So I'll make things little bit easy in terms of going to the life lessons actually. So this is not actually continuous flowing like a story and everything. This is not book and everything. Actually, it talks about like 101 stories. It's all one pager and two pagers. So you don't need to review the book, like read the book in one single stretch. You can read one chapter at a day, or like whenever you like 1 or 2 pages only. It is not a very bigger one, but books make you cry. Book understands you. It all think about what is the life you are making in, and definitely I say that it gives some kind of impact. You will go and review back how you are living. That is what is this book. So quickly I'll go and will try to put you and everything things how he structured his stories and everything. So why this? It talks about actually uncomfortable observations. Actually, he says we wake up, we rush, we go to the work, and we scroll couple of pages and everything, and we sleep and we repeat. This is what we are doing for all the decades, right? Maybe just I want to ask quickly questions. Are there any persons who was in the meeting have gone through this? Ever, anyone read this book? Or anyone who heard about this book? I can see Ezhilarasan. Yeah. Maybe immediately they can, those people will be able to connect it. But anyway, I'll go and then I'll try my best in terms of giving at least a few things from the book here. Okay, he asked the questions. Are we doing sleepwalking through our life? He also asked one questions. We are living. Are we living to work? Are we are working for living? So this is a typical question he asks us. So he'll ask us to remind how we are living. Just we sometimes we don't have the time to attend our daughters or sons PTM also, right? We'll always come up with an excuses saying that we have a office meetings, we have an office to go, and then the small kind of moments will tend to miss in our lives, right? One small birthday, one function, all these things. We all come up with excuses. I have an office, right? But what happens? We are all what we are chasing. We are chasing some promotions, our some career growth, but at what cost? The precious moments in our child, our daughters, our sons' lives, we'll be missing it, right? Before we close our eyes and then open, the kids are grown. And when they grow, and then they'll talk about you. On that day, that particular day, when I asked you to attend my dance program, you missed it out. Then we'll realize. And you may be a big promotion, or you will be in a big chapter, like what you call in your life and everything. But those moments, you cannot get it back, right? And actually, when you miss, these are all talk about suddenly when life hits you back. Suddenly, when you notice, when you attend your casual medical test and everything, and then your medical test reports this parameter is not doing well. You have a high cholesterol, and then there is a blockage in your arteries, and it requires a angioplast, some kind of surgery. Then it hits you back. Then you don't remember next couple of days. You don't remember what promotions in your life you are running for your life and everything, and then missing all those moments, your birthdays and everything. Then you will recollect what all the precious moments in your life you missed it out. So this is what that books reminds you about. Actually, when I was reading this book, subsequently I read one more book called Top 5 Reviews, like provided, like one author in Australia, Dr. Brulin, I believe. I don't recollect exactly the other name. She was interviewing the patients who were terminally ill, and they were about to die. And she was asking some questions. What you are missing? Did you have any kind of regrets? But everybody has some regrets. Top 5 regrets. And what are those? How they messed up their life, and how they were running all that time during their career path, and how they missed out small moments, missing some vacations when wife asked for it, when daughter asked for a smaller kind of thing, going for shopping, all these moments. This is what top 5 regrets. It's worth actually reading that book too. Maybe I'll tell the actual book name at the end of the session. I just noted down. I'll see that and I'll tell you. So these are all about and everything this book talks about. It will hit you, it will haunt you, and it will tell you what is that you are doing it. That's how this books will give you and everything. So before that, this is what is the essence of the book actually it talks about and everything. And maybe I will go with a few lessons. What are the takeaway from this book? I'll go. So that way, I think rather than, because this book is not in terms of as a story, it doesn't read. It all gives about your 101 sessions, 101 chapters are been written in this book. So I'll give you top 6 or 7 points life lessons what you can learn. First one is live with the end in mind. I'll repeat, live with the end in mind. Most of us, I think, from the software background, right? So always when we start the project, we'll all say, what is that? First one we'll say, end visualization state. This is what we talk about, right? So how we want to close the project, how we went, at what time frame, what are the things we need to do, at what stage. These are all the things. Similarly, here also it talks about, rather than the project, instead of hear it about our lives, it says how you want to live with the end in mind. It's all about now. Nobody like talks about your at the end. Nobody talks about what is your cadre during your career path, what you have done. Like it all talk about like how much 3-storied building or a palace you are living, or what is the model of the car. Nobody thinks about it. When we are not feeling well, when you are thinking, when you are like you are need to be operated, when you are these things, when you are lying on the stretcher for operation to go. So at that point of time, you won't remember these are all the aspects. Only one aspect it will remember you, how you have spent your life. Whether you have spent your life meaningful, whether you have lived up to the satisfaction. So that is what is called like live with the end in mind. These are all the book talks about, gives about the clarity here. how you supported your parents when they need. You have spent some time, whether you attended your daughter's school projects, when your daughter comes up to you, Papa, there is a science exhibition, I'm doing this on the science day, please come and visit my stall. How many of you have attended? Frankly asking, maybe once in a time or 2 days you would have attended. Most of the times you missed it out, right? Yeah, it happened in my life too. I attended, but after I told you, right, this a book I read in 10 years back. But last few years, I ensured that the small moments, I ensured whatever the career in my tough and everything it is going on, I ensure that I don't skip these things. I used to attend. This is how it made impression on myself. So that's the reason I took this book for review. Second point, small daily acts build a life, not one big gesture. I repeat, small daily acts build a life, not one big gesture. It is not like, okay, I have helped one person who needs I donated some amount of 1 lakh or 2 lakhs or some amount, big amount of money. This is not one kind of the gesture. It all talks about how you are humble, how you treated your waiter when you are going to restaurant, how you treated your bus driver, how you treated your office peon or watchman in your apartments, how you are treating the other people during your course of the day. So each how you are humble, each moment and everything, it all makes and everything. When you say, when you are entering the office, there will be one watchman. When you say hi, how are you, good morning, and then go, you make their life one smile in your life, right? So he is going in a hard time. He's spending like even most of the times your watchmen and everything. They are after 60 years. They are senior citizens actually. Still they want to support their life, and then they are doing these extra jobs, right? And one small hello and then tell, it makes their day. This is what each and every time small day and task. So there is in our Indian mythology and everything, there is a karma, right? So what you give it back and it will come back to you in a different way. So these are all something small daily acts. It all builds your life. Don't think that I will always ruthlessly, I will go and then doing all the activities and everything, but I'll give one small donation, small these things and everything, and I ensure that all my sins are gone. So that is not the way. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not sure like whether I have the time, right? Maybe in case if something is a timer, I'm not able to see who's there. You can remind me. So I'll try to wrap it up soon. So I think timer, please check. Time is around 20 minutes. Yeah.
You
Okay.
can continue, sir. The time is around 15 minutes.
Okay, fine. All right. So the third point is about take care of your body, because it's a vehicle for everything else, right? So during our career path, most of us, including me also, we don't worry about what shape you are in. We always tend to run. We always tend to complete our aspects or projects. That's how we do. We don't worry about what is happening. We don't spend few minutes to ourselves. And then suddenly, when you realize, when all the things happens, and when you visit the hospital for some surgery and everything, all hitbacks. Doctor tells you one thing: you did not take care of your body. You did not do exercise. You didn't go for that 50 minutes of exercise at least per day. So your arteries are blocked. It requires an angiogram, and your blood pressure is high. All these things we'll talk about, right? If your body is not supporting you, what you can take care of your family, what you can do, it help you requires a support from the other family members. You will not able to keep up to your relationships. So most important thing is not only your career, not only the other kind of things. In order to meet all the kind of things, first of all, our body should be in good shape. the way the career is important to our life. Most of us tend to ignore what kind of car I'm riding, what kind of building I have brought, where the society. This is not about it. It all talks about how you are living is thing. Is it something you are taking care of yourself? You are able to take care of your relationships, your nears, the people who helped you in terms of in bringing the position. Are you showing your gratitude? So the how with peaceful you are living, that is what is more important. So taking care of your body is much more important than the others. The fourth point, it simplify. We are all modern side and everything. We are obsession with your social media, how many tick marks is happening, how many likes are happening, how many kind of things is there. A lot of information actually. We are consuming so much information during our thing life, right? And too many advertisements, too much kind of media, news, all kind of informations. If you ask me, we are into a cluttered things. Our mind is becoming cluttered mind. Our relationships are cluttered. Everything. It is all going in autopilot. Without knowing and everything, we wake up, we have our breakfast, we run to the office, and then we reach, we have our dinner, and then sleep. And then before that, going watching movies for a couple of minutes or going in everything. This is how our thing, autopilot is going. But are we looking ourselves? Are we making or simplify? How I'm going to make our relationships better? We need to make the less noise. Every 1 week, at least 10 minutes, you have to close your eyes and then see and then review for yourself. Simplify. Last 1 week, how it went on? Have you lived in yourself? Maybe I'll just give you a 30 minutes of 30 seconds time. Just close your eyes and then think about what actually you have done in the last week. Is it something what we lived in? Maybe just 30 seconds, maybe, and then I'll resume. 30 seconds, please close your eyes and then just review yourself the week. Yeah, time starts now. Yeah, it's up. Yeah. So I don't want any answers here or anything. I'm not going to take. Just you review for yourself how you lived in your life. Whether you are running for something else, you try to achieve something, or are you at your peace of mind? So that is what is important. So just simplify your actions. So that is what important. The fifth point is be generous with your presence, not just your money. Our idea that stayed with me long here as a closed book is the people who cry in the funeral will not be crying because of how your salary, your job title, or your achievements. They should be crying how you made them feel, how you helped them in terms of it, how you treated them. So that's what is needed. So that will tell you and everything. Even you recollect in when Ratan Tata passed away, you have seen the kind of people how they become emotional, right? So that's the kind of thing, like that is what is called living life. And then there is a saying that is not called death, right? People will never forget about him, like Abdul Kalam. It all comes up and everything. So we need to be generous in our life, okay, not just with money. The other point which I want to tell you, maybe this is the last point, forgive quickly, love openly. I'll repeat, forgive quickly, love openly. We all think we have endless time. Do you think that we are immortals? No, right? We are not immortals. We are mortals. If you look like your life and everything, maybe after once like you start your career, maybe at then 20 years, you will have another 30 years of active life. After that, you will get into the senior citizens and you will have all the kind of problems and comes up and everything, right? And always we think about there is a day tomorrow, but no. Here author talks about a king who every day when he starts, he actually thinks that is the last day he is living. He actually goes on a funeral and everything where people will carry on the four people on a bed and everything, right? So that's how he lives in a day. He acts as if like there is no other day. So in case if you want to say sorry to somebody because of something happens, don't think about I have some other day. Say it right now, today itself. If you want to say how you felt in their presence, how you loved them, your it can be your parents or it can be your siblings or it can be your friends, anybody. You want to say something, don't postpone it for the next day. We do not know what it is going to happen next day. So all what we have is if you convert into a number of days, it is not like something we people will say 100 years and everything. Literally we know, right? We don't live up to 100 years. Average life in India it is about 70 years. So if you look at all our average age, if you take it, it will be around some 30 years, maybe in the group now which we are in. So we may have another 40 years of life. 40 into 365 days. So that's about our 12,000 days, right? That's all we have. We don't have the endless number of days. And don't think that all everybody will be there, right? So we need to think, act now, do it today. Don't think that there will be tomorrow. We do not know what is going to happen. Especially like a few years back when I was working in my earlier company, one of my team member who was rushing from his home to office, he met with an accident in the morning, and then within minutes he passed away. We went, actually he was a very active person in our office, works very hard and everything, and he has a family of one child and wife. We couldn't see their tears when we are in the hospital, right? We do not know. That's how this author talks about how if you want to forgive somebody, don't think there will be another day, do it today itself. So this is all about like see, if you talk about this book, what actually it works beautifully this book talks about is the format. He, as I was explaining earlier, it's all about 101 chapters. It all talks about each session book and everything, 2-3 pages only max. So it all and gives, it actually hits you back. So I suggest you read it. But if you look at there are something it limiting ideas and everything, I don't say that these are all the ideas or books and everything is there something fresh. But what he has done is he has taken all the truths and most of us which you have heard and here and there and everything. He collated in a nice repackaging way, has done it. He packed it and everything. He beautifully presented in the terms of short stories in the book. That's how he has done. So he all tries to bring you and to understand and everything. So he most of things are all I say that it is very unpleasant, but all it makes in our busy lives he tries to bring some kind of changes. Sometimes we need to look back how we are lived in, right? This is what it does it. So I want to give a challenge to all of us. Think about, read one book and everything, try to see and something, and maybe in the coming days, in the coming forums and everything, I want to hear, actually, did it make sense to you? I want to see the feedback, whether it made and everything helpful for your life. That's what I want to say that. Okay. So with all this, I'll try to close, suggesting, like in the beginning, I was telling about the book name. I was talking about Australian author. The other book also I'm talking about. The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, a life transformed by the dearly departing. This is Bronnie Ware. This is another book I was talking about. So if time permits and everything, I'll read in this year itself and then make some kind of lifestyle changes so that don't go a kind of night walking or sleepwalking. So actual do proper living. That's what I hear. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra, for an insightful and knowledge-enriching session. It was very useful for each and everyone who didn't have an opportunity to read the book and understand what it is, because everyone is running behind something or the other. And your insights and your time on this particular book has enriched ourselves and has enlightened us towards the thinking about the end and slowing up things and also moving towards the purpose. Thank you so much. Getting back to our regular topic. So, what are the key factors for creating a fulfilling lifestyle? Because we always focus on priorities. And secondly, as our Toastmaster Ravindra has explained in the book, we miss out things which is most important. So we have to create alignment. What are our priorities? How we can curate and confidently build a successful lifestyle based on our daily habits. So daily habits forms our lifestyle. So we have to choose what we do consistently on daily basis, whether it is waking up on time, attending offices on time, the punctuality, and leaving offices on time, again, work-life balance. So everything has to be taken care of. And again, other two less focused areas are environment and location, because the environment also plays a major role in our day-to-day life. The people who connect with us and whom we connect also have an impact on our daily life. Like they create and spread positive vibes, sometimes negatives too. So we have to be choosy in like what kind of people we want to engage with, and also which location we need to be in, because our kids and our parents should be comfortable in the environment where they live in. So choosing a location which is close to office, close to school is not just a factor, but also thinking about whether the environment will suit our family. These are some of the key factors in fulfilling a healthy and positive lifestyle. One more thing is relationship. We will come back to it a little later after hearing about Toastmaster, Table Topics Master. Without much ado, let me call upon Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Kavitha, to conduct the session. Toastmaster Kavitha is a seasoned Toastmaster with lots of work going on. She is conducting 5 to 6 meetings on a weekly basis without any ado and without any lacks. And it was so perfect that I can say she makes us hold our heads high. Over to you, Toastmaster Kavitha, for a wonderful TTM session.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Uma, for your warm introduction. Dear Toastmasters and the guest, I'm happy to welcome you on to the table topic session. So everyone will get the opportunity. The time duration is 1 to 2 minutes. Today's theme of the day is choosing best lifestyle, and the word of the day is confident. Idiom of the day is hold your head high. I request every speaker to use the word of the day, theme of the day, as well as the idiom of the day. So today we have a very interesting topic. So I request everyone to participate. Who is going to be a first volunteer? Any volunteer? Okay, Uma Parameswari. Okay, so your topic is, have you ever felt like this in your life? I request you to use the theme of the day, choosing best lifestyle. So over to you, Toastmaster Uma Parameswari.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for such a wonderful and thought-provoking. I have to look inside and, introspect what was that which made me think in such a manner. To be very frank, I can say that I was traveling 6 hours a day, 3 hours one way and 3 hours the other way to commute to my office. This is the time when I felt what you said as Yoda Muriela. Because it was not 1 day or 2 day. I was traveling for 6 years. So it was not so easy because it was rainy day and sometimes you have to take a public transport and most of the time it will be crowded, don't get a seat, and all the commutation challenges do appear here and there. So sometimes it feels like you'll be reaching home late in the night, say 10:30 or more than that. So that is the moment I can say Ayoda Muriel, because this creates lots of hassles in our life and mostly it affects our mental well-being. But I have to say, what kept me going for all the 6 years was my confidence, and I can proudly say that I hold a double promotion in 1.5 years from HR executive to deputy manager HR, and that made my head held high. So that moment gave me the goosebumps that I have to continue with the same organization with lots of loyalty, commitment, and going forward with the same management, which is very benevolent. They even offered me to give a car, but with my humbleness, I rejected the offer. And I continued with the same company for 6 years till some massive change occurred to change the company. So that was the moment, but still it has lots of positive sides. And that iota moment was just a temporary, and that doesn't affect any of my career and my thought process beyond that. Whenever I'm late or whenever I face a struggle or a challenge which is beyond my control, I had this moment, Ayoda Mudela. Then when I come back from that situation, it will always be positive and fierce and much more, effort oriented. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Over to you, TTM Master.
Thank you, Uma, for sharing your own experience. What is your thought when you receive message from me? Is it same or different?
No, ma'am, not like that. It happens in our Toastmasters meeting.
Okay.
It's not my first meeting, changes in agenda, changes in speakers, everything happens. So I didn't have any single thought. I was happy that some guidelines I'm getting. So I was happy about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Uma, for sharing your own experience. So, who is going to be next volunteer? I already shared the title, so it's very easy to speak. Okay, I request.
I will take.
Okay,
Uday.
Uday Kumar. Your topic is what is your proudest moment? I request you to use word of the day, confident. Over to you, Uday Kumar. What is your proudest moment in your life?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster. When I was studying at ITA, basically I was a ITA student. ITA fitter, everybody knows. After 10th standard, usually they were going ITA or diploma category. Earlier I was studied ITA. When the time I got with all the struggles and I was consistently studying, focusedly studying, and I was confidently studying that time. And after that, I finally got a state level holder, and finally I got a national level award. So, but that moment was very great. When I received the medal from uh, my superiors at the time, I was very proud, and this moment makes me very proud. That is what I want to say. And moreover, we had a lot of difficulties at the time. My teachers has every time he is encouraging me to do focus and achieve anything. So that is a moment I proud. Yeah, that's all. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you so much for your for sharing your wonderful experience. Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Ezhilarasan for this topic. Okay, so I highly recommend to use word of the day, idiom of the day, as well as the theme of the day. So the topic for him is, once again, just sharing the screen. Okay. So the topic for you, sir, what is the best way to wake up early in the morning? What is the best way to wake up early in the morning? Okay, what is the best way to wake up early in the morning? I hope you got the topic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you very much, Kavitha. In day-to-day activities, whatever you are a very cheerful person, active person, the moment when you get up in the early morning, there will be a small laziness with you. Most of the people used to have. I used to have, especially. So it's not easy getting up in the early morning with cheerful mood and with more enthusiasm. There will be a small shortfall in your thinking ability and your physical movement, all those things. It's obvious for everybody. So to get out of these habits, people used to follow many ways. The regular practice is keeping an alarm in your mobile phone or using a device to get up in the early morning. But the best ways, since you asked, I have found a best way. Last few years, I was using that one. Still, it's working very fine. I used to keep alarm in my mobile. In addition to that, I used to keep a hidden alarm in my wife mobile, so that she used to wake up early. Anyway, in the angry mood, she will shout why this is doing sound. Then some sound she will make. Not intentionally wake up me. Anyway, she will walk. She used to wake up in the early morning to cook something for me. So that time she used to make some sound around that, moving the utensils, other things. Anyway, even we miss our alarm, wife alarm will not be missed anyway. So I chose that would be the best way to not to miss to wake up in the early morning. This is my just experience, and try to follow that. If you get hit, don't complain me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your idea. Let me try. So, thank you. Now, I would like to call our guest, Arun. Arun, are you ready? Hi, Arun.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning. Yes,
Good
ma'am, I'm
morning.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me share the screen. Time
Okay.
duration is 1 to 2 minutes. I request you to use
Okay.
word of the day, idiom of the day, as well as the theme of the day. So, when you read this line, who do you remember? When you read this line, who do you remember? I request you to use the theme, choosing best lifestyle. Word of the day is confident. So, are you able to read this line? Maybe I will make yes, Tarun, did you get the topic? Arun?
Ma'am, he left, I think. He's not there in the meeting. I don't know why.
Uma, your voice is very low.
Ma'am, I think he left the meeting. He's not there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Mohan for this topic. Toastmaster Mohan, when you read this line, who do you remember? When you read this line, who do you remember? Toastmaster Mohan, over to you.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. So generally, once I read this line, I remember my boss. Maybe you have not mentioned the organization because whenever I commit a mistake, so I used to see both sides of my boss. So one is the positive and one is the negative side. Maybe I'll relate this quote more to the negative side. So he used to say, in the end of the day, mistakes, like it's a part of life, and these mistakes are not intentional or wantedly we do while doing a work, or we are assigned some job. Maybe 90%, 95% we are accurate, and 1 or 2% mistakes happen. That's common even in personal life as well as in professional life. But it all depends on how our other person, the peer or the superior, takes it up, and how he guides us. That will take us through the moment. And whenever my boss used to say this line, so it made me feel like more confident, and I used to think like next time I should not do this. So at least when my boss is around me, so he should not look into like I should not do this. So instead of getting an improvement, I thought of doing it in the reverse way. So that helped me, and it made me hold my head high, so that at least I used to get a good picture in front of my boss. So I also recommend, maybe each person in this meeting is from each background. So irrespective of your background, whether in your personal or professional career, you take that moment, enjoy that moment, whatever may be the result or outcome, whether it's a positive result or a negative result. So you give your full heart and give your full energy to it. So that will definitely, whether it's a win or a loss, but that will definitely teach us something. So that teachings will make us more confident and more bold to move on in the next steps. So with this note, I'll conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohan, for sharing your thought. Now, we have our guest Arun. I would like to call him. Arun, are you able to take the topic?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I am ready to take the topic.
Okay, sure. The time duration is
Yeah.
1 to 2 minutes. Let me share the screen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So the topic for you is what small habit changed your life? What small habit changed your life? I request you to use theme, word, as well as idiom of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Arun.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, ma'am. Let me do. I'm myself Arun, and this is my first time I'm visiting as a guest here. And thanks to Uma Parameswari, because she's the one who has encouraged me to go on it. And as this is the first time, and I'm a bit feeling a little nervous. That's the only thing. Uh, uh, actually, I'm bit little nervous now, so I'm not able to. Just give me some time. Let me get it back.
Yes, sure.
Ma'am, can I have the topics once again, ma'am?
Yes.
Any topic?
What
Yeah.
small habit that changed your life?
Habit.
What small habit that changed your life?
Okay. Actually, from the beginning of my school days itself, we have been on a well timely manner. We to proceed with a well timing manner, as the works which has to be done on the particular timing itself, and that works should not be delayed. So in that manner, while working, we are working in some of school life, like, but when you are coming to the corporate life and some sort of like college lives, the lifetime or the life's moment that used to change. As of your school times, we are going on with the perfect timings and everything has to be followed strict. And after going to the college division means some sort of what do you say? You can say as a free moment. We have free words. But later on, we have completed our college days, and when we came to the corporate life, that made us to think. We have been in that we have in the means we travel in that situations, and now we are going in this little leisure manner. So that made you think that the lifestyle has to be different in every stage, and according to that, you have to change yourself, or else you will be getting some sort of in the backlash. So that made me think a lot, and it gave me some good and some bitter experience also. But that's a part of life that I feared, and some moments we enjoyed, some moments I felt little sad and depressed. But that gave me a good what do you say experience, that this is a lifestyle you have to follow, and these things will give you the feedback like this. So that's what I felt, and yeah, I come to an end. That's
Thank you.
maybe I can yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Maybe I can express my views better in next session.
Sure.
As of this, the first time, I'm little nervous. Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity, ma'am.
It's like motivational speech. I really enjoyed your message. You have to change yourself. Really, it was wonderful.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Message. Thank you for sharing with us. Next, I would like to call
Thank you.
Toastmaster Ravindra to take the topic. Toastmaster Ravindra.
Yes.
Yes, your topic is what is the one key to success in your life? What is the one key to success in your life, Toastmaster Ravindra?
Thank you, Kavitha. Actually, it's not one key. I think at least I have two. I have 2, 3 points. I don't remember the thing only one. One thing which I used to say, like my early days, I always I learned from my seniors. So the hard work is the key to the success to the life. This is how I learned in my early days. I used to work very hard as well, and then definitely I used to get success. But nowadays, the term for hard work is actually little changed now from the with the Gen Z and others and everything. It's not like hard work; it is a smart work. That is what is needed. Earlier, I say hard work with a disciplined style and everything is the key. Now, the definition of the success has been little bit changed. It's a smart work. It's not about how you worked hard. It's not like how you spent 15 hours or 18 hours to complete the activity. But whatever you do it and everything, how you completed the activity, what is the way you are done it. It's not like you always need to do hard work. So, but what I believe is neither it is a hard work, it is a smart work. It is like a blend of two. So, in order to do smart work, you need to do hard. Then, over a period of time, you will learn how to make the thing smarter. But just if you are going to do only the smart work and everything, sometimes you will get stuck. You will not know. You will never know how to do hard work. It's a blend of two, both. It's a hard work and smart work. That's the way to succeed in your life. So, what you, Toastmaster Kavitha?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your success key. This is my last topic. I would like to call Toastmaster Murali. Toastmaster Murali, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the topic for you is just when you read this line, who do you remember? When you read this line, who do you remember? Over to you, Toastmaster Murli.
Ma'am, actually, I like to have the Ravindra sir topics because yesterday only I just collected a lot of information about it, studied about this.
Okay. I will
I
give
think
this
I
topic.
can.
Um,
Okay, I think I can able to make Ravindra sir topic again, ma'am, because I
okay.
can able to provide some value. I think so.
Okay, sure. Over to you, Toastmaster Murli.
Okay. Um. Yeah. In Ravindra sir topics, they are able to manage that. What is the one key success? The key success is one thing is of course the smart work. Yesterday only I thought, oh, okay, sorry, ma'am, I just forgot to start the timing for me.
I started. You
Yeah,
continue. Yes.
yeah. Yesterday only I just read about something that those days there were people who are working all the day to achieve their goals, to achieve their dreams. But nowadays, not for Gen Zs, that modern world works with a smarter works. Let me compare with three things. First, um, take three peoples, me, a day-to-day labor job, and a cricket person, Virat Kohli. They are three persons. They are working hard in their own life, but their outcome, their pursuing the goal outcome was completely different. Because I am working, my working hours was approximately 9 to 5. It was giving me some kind of outcome. The labor day job person was working so hard to survive his life. While Virat Kohli also have work training sessions, have better trainings, but he also having he didn't have same level of outcome. These three persons did have the different level of stages. That is called our smart work. That is called I want to tell it as a leverage. And this smart work is able to compare with three to four things. We can able to give the leverage as three to four things. The first one is peoples. We can give our works to our other peoples or subordinates, and we can work with our vision. Second thing, capital. We can invest in the money we have taken from the outcome and reinvest it to that. And third one is skills. With whatever skills we have to combine them to our future goals and take the results. And fourth one is media and other related things. These four things can leverage us to become more and more possible ways to achieve our dreams. And these things are the ways to key success. I think so. We can implement in to effective achievement in our life.
Thank you so much, Murali. Thank you everyone for participating in table topic session. Now I will hand over the session to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Uma Parmeshwari. Over to you, Toastmaster Uma Parmeshwari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kavitha, for this wonderful topics master, and everyone was looking back their life and were able to connect the topic, and they were able to deliver some good speeches on each topics given. Thanks for the wonderful session. Coming back to our topic, relationship. Relationship plays a major role in a lifestyle. How much we value our relationships, because end of the day, corporate job or even the friends or anything is not going to come a longer way than your family and your kids. They are the one who are going to take care and also be there when you need the most. So focusing and investing on relationship is one of the important aspect of lifestyle, because we have to spend a quality time, a family time, maybe a family dinner or a family outing kind of thing, where we create memories for each other, we create bonding, and also a lasting love and relationship. And this is the most important key for any successful person. It's not about the career success, it's also about the personal success, building relationship, having a healthy family life. is also part and parcel of everyone's life. With this, we come to a conclusion of what has been discussed so far. We'll summarize the whole program, whole TMOD theme in the end. Without much ado, I would like to call upon the general evaluator for his report and also his team to support him in his report. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Uma Parameswari ma'am. Actually, today we did not have any prepared speeches, so I think it was covered in the table topic session. So today table topic was really different flavor. Let me give a bit of evaluation about the table topics. The table topics, Kavitha came up with a new method of asking questions by showing some pictures from the Vadivelli dialogue. From that, people need to develop something. And then she insisted to use the word of the day, idiom of the day. So everyone was very interestingly participating in the table topic and deliver their speeches. That was very good to listen. And each and everybody tried their level best to the topics and towards the topics, not going away from the topic, and try to use the idiom of the day, word of the day. Best wishes to everyone. So normally the general evaluation, the first part is to be the prepared speeches evaluation. Since we don't have that, let us move on to the role players report. Then I will give my overall report view about this meeting. Let us get report from our first move to accounter.
Yeah,
Mohan,
Toastmaster.
please deliver your report as accounter. Uday Kumar, right?
Uday Kumar, yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, myself.
Uday Kumar. Yeah, please.
Yeah, all the speakers, some of the times where they were using or sometimes. And okay, I want to say individual person or commonly it is better, sir.
Individual, you can say. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Uma has used 2 or 3 times, and Toastmaster Ravindra has used 3 times, and Toastmaster Arun has used 2 times, and Toastmaster Murali has used couple of the times. This is also about my report or counter.
Thank you, Joy Kumar. And then let us get a report from our grammarian.
Yeah, it is also me.
Yeah, please.
I will tell you.
Submit your report.
Yeah, actually, the one thing I want to say regarding the book Connect, Toastmaster Ravindra said how the books are using and effectively giving the means how we are going to give the importance of the book, how they given the teachers to us. That is the important one. I saw that from his report. And improvement point, the over time he has used actually that words number of times he has used many couple of the time. I request Ravindra Toastmaster can avoid that actually. And other than that, the word of the day everyone has used. Toastmaster Uma has used 3 times, and the idiom of the day she has used 2 times, and Toastmaster Mohan has used word of the day 2 times and the idioms of the day 1 time, and remaining all are single times we were used. Thank you. That's all about my report. Over to general evaluator.
Thank you, Uday Kumar. Next, let us have a report from our timer, Muralidharan. Muralidharan, please submit your report as timer.
Yeah. Good morning again. And I have the report for the overall meeting timing reports. And the meeting started at 10:10 a.m. For the first session, we instead of by replacing the prepared speeches, we have started the first session as book review session by Toastmaster Ravindra sir. Toastmaster Ravindra sir took 28 minutes of the education session, and the table topics, Toastmaster Uma Parameswari took 2 minutes 22 seconds. Toastmaster Uday Kumar took 1 minute 11 seconds. Toastmaster Ezhilarasan took 1 minute 46 seconds. Toastmaster Mohan took 2 minutes 12 seconds. Toastmaster Arun took 2 minutes 11 seconds. Toastmaster Ravindra took 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Muralidharan took 2 minutes 45 seconds.
Thank you, Muralidharan, for your detailed report. The next role players, the interesting part of our meeting, is ready with these questions. Mohan, please shoot out your questions to the audience.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. So the first question. So during the book session, so how many stories did Ravindra relate to? Toastmaster Ravindra relate to? Like in that book, how many stories it consists of?
6.
No, sir. The 6 is what he shared. The book consists of how many stories in total?
I think more than 100.
101. Yes, that's the right answer. Next question is our general evaluator Elil. So from which location he is from?
Qatar.
Yes, Qatar is right. And next question is today the TMOD shared the theme of the day. So I'd like to ask one question in that. She had mentioned about the daily habits which we need not follow, which should not be followed. Can you just mention 2 habits of that?
About social media, not exactly.
Maybe I'll just say, so one she mentioned was whichever does not add value to our life. So that should not be followed. And second thing is whichever does not add value to time. So maybe in that context, social media we can relate. Exactly. And next question is one book was mentioned by our book review Toastmaster Ravindra. So at the end of his closing time. So what is the book name and who is the author? Maybe the book name was Top 5 Regrets of Death. And the author was Brony Ware. He's an Australian author. And last question. Maybe our Toastmaster Ravindra, the book review which he gave. So when did he read this book?
10 years ago.
10 years
Yes.
back.
Yes, right. Thank you. So over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Mohan, for your attention and instantly accepting the role and framing the question and asking yes. Definitely, when you asked the question, we recalled all those things, and that's a good reminder. I wrote the book name. I'll try to read that Ravindra book, Top 5 Regrets. I heard about that book. Anyway, let me read that book. So with that, we are end of our role players report. Now this is time to give my overall view about this meeting. Actually, this is a challenge of Toastmasters meeting. Sometimes this type of event would happen, and there would be a shortfall in the role players and speakers. Many things we used to face this type of shortfalls. That how you are effectively managing those situations. There is a learning here. So whoever here, definitely we learned something, right? From the Parameswari ma'am, that lifestyle thing, she gave a lot of insightful details. So even though we knew many of the things, when she told about that, it's coming to our mind, recalling, refreshing, so that it's second time going to our mind, at least whatever she told, we would follow at least 10% of that. No need to take 100%. That 10% you are taking into your mind and adopting in your life in future. That is the biggest success of today's meeting and Parameswari's effort to collect all those details and present in front of us. This is a give and take. See, she also developed her ability to deliver in front of the people and gave the insightful details to the audience. So both way we are gaining. So same way the Ravindra's book review, really the way he presented was excellent, and the book was really very interesting to read once again. I read that book, but not in this type of detailed going inside my mind. I did not read. When he gave the details, really it was very interesting. He chose particular 4 events and he explained in detail. So this is the capacity of a person who can read a book and grasp the knowledge, the essence, and deliver to some people. So the 4 topics he chose in detail, he explained that made us to see about the book and look the book and make interest to read the book. So that's what a book reviewer ability to deliver as thoughts from the book. So those type of things are a learning for us today. Thank you, Ravindra, for that. Regarding the meeting, as our timer told, 10 minutes late we started. Because of the role player shortage, the Murali instantly accepted the Sergeant room. That's a good opportunity. This is the platform to learn and grab the instant roles and perform. Whatever, we can do mistake here. What is the problem in doing mistakes? Here, nobody is going to punish you, right? So this is the place to make mistakes and correct ourselves. That is the important thing. We can make mistakes and correcting the important steps in the making mistakes. So this platform is allowed for that. So instantly accepting and doing that role. And next, Ravindra opened the meeting as usual with full of enthusiasm and energy. Didn't show up anything. There is a shortfall and how we are going to complete the meeting, how we are going to proceed with the meeting, nothing. So that was the confident. Keep the head high. That is Toastmaster fraternity that teaches us. So that is coming from this Toastmaster. You cannot learn these type of things anywhere else. The same thing we can adopt in your office also, right? Now we had this experience. Without any resource, we are able to manage a meeting. Why not in the office? Office, those type of situation would arise definitely, right? That time you will not panic. You will face it confident. That time your total weightage, the people view about you, the impression about you will go up in high level. That will come. How it will come? From this type of experience. This is what we are learning. Not simply the speaking and delivering the content. Apart from those things, this type of attitude we are developing. So to sit in front of a meeting or sit in front of a people, we're not afraid, right? We are able to face. This is the platform to learn. That's what really today we learned. Next, the Uma came up with the excellent theme, choosing the best lifestyle. Whatever the detail she collected, excellently delivered. Really, it was very interesting. Many of the details even we knew, but when we hear somebody telling from their version, that is making different flavor, right? So we enjoyed that. And it's once again, it insisting. So that, as I told, at least 10% of that, if you are able to follow in future, that is the biggest success of that theme today. Thank you very much, Uma, for collecting all those details and delivering for us. And the tag team was introduced and they done their job very well. Even though dual role also somebody played, that was a very good thing in this meeting. And the book review, we talked about all that. Today's table topic was the excellent one, right? So she immediately took the role instantly and prepared some topics with some pictures and to make the people comfort. The Vadivel dialogues were there in between. Really, by seeing that dialogues and pictures, we went to different mood, right? So everybody interested to talk. That's what the table topic, no need to be very complicated and research oriented. Simple topics and simple talks is enough. So that's what people will get impressed. If you see the big leaders like Obama or Hitler or any other person, Lincoln, if you see their speeches, they won't use any big topics or research-oriented tough statistics. They will use wherever they have to be used. But this type of small meetings, to impress people, we need to touch a small topic and small language. No need to use a complicated language. So that's what my kind opinion. I'm following that. So just I'm suggesting you to no need to include a big research-oriented details. simple, whatever in front of you, the day-to-day, whatever you are seeing in front of you. If you tell that one, people will get impressed. So that's what we want. We don't want any detailed analysis statistics. If you want to impress a person, touch his heart. What is he want and what you are facing day to day. So that's how everybody's life moving. So that's what reflected in today's table topic. It was interesting. I enjoyed that all speeches really. So with that, we are end of our session today. With that note, let me conclude my general evaluation. Even though with no speakers, we are able to conduct this meeting. That is a good part of this meeting. Let me conclude this evaluation and hand over the stage back to Uma Parameswari.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Let's come to the summary of today's program, like the about theme, choosing the lifestyle. So we have seen what are the different styles of lifestyle, what is healthy, which is not healthy, what are the unhealthy practices which we follow on daily basis. So we are going to identify how we are going to design our lifestyle. This is something which is very interesting. Like intentionally design a lifestyle where everything is in place. For example, daily habits, consistency, routines. These are the things we are going to pick from what is our priority, what is our purpose, and how we are going to take it forward. Put everything together, we are going to curate our daily life that when consistently followed becomes our daily lifestyle. So choose your habits, whether waking up early, choosing a nutritious food, choosing a healthy exercises, or choosing a book reading, spending time with family, work-life balance, and also completing work on time. Everything is part of the lifestyle. Choose it intentionally, prioritize, and also curate your lifestyle in such a manner that it is sustainable and also consistently followed. So environment, as I said, it is an important factor to maintain a lifestyle and also give more importance to your relationships, because end of the day, when everything puts you down, relationship is the one which upholds you. So give most importance to your relationship and wish everyone will curate your own lifestyles by choosing your best lifestyle. Given all the inputs, I believe that you will create your own lifestyle, which is very consistently followable and sustainable in the long run, and it will have more benefits added to you when you complete your work life and come to a retirement life. You will have a healthy and balanced life. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma Parameswari. This was a wonderful one. Lifestyle. It's all which is very important to have a proper living. So as a part of the conclusion, maybe just let's take about feedback from our guest, Arun. So how did you feel this meeting? Did you like this meeting, Arun? We would like to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity, sir. Actually, I have not expected that the session will go in such an interesting manner. And with people, all are sharing their different views. And that views all are some sort of concentrated on some different topics, which is which is the most informative to everyone. As of this is my first time I'm going on to this meeting. I really felt good that everyone is sharing their different opinions with different topics, and the main thing was that what I felt good is the spot topic, and they are without any plan. They are delivering their thoughts. That's really encouragement to everyone here. And thank you to all the Toastmasters that they have given me this opportunity to go in this carry on with this session. And I will be looking forward to join in the next session too, if I get a chance. Thank you to all for this great opportunity.
Thank you, Arun. Thank you for your for your words, and then glad to understand that you enjoyed the meeting, and hope to see you joining at our club, Arun.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, and
And
you are
thanks to everyone here.
yeah, you are saying
Yeah,
during
please.
your like a table topic session, you were saying that you are feeling nervous, but we never felt so. You were like a seasoned speaker only. You were talking. So I think I wish you like to join our meeting, and then make you can also grow, and then all together we can grow together, Arun. We would like to see you soon in the club every week.
Sure, sir. Sure. And thanks for the
So,
opportunity.
thanks,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah. So today meeting it was really challenging, as Ezhilarasan sir was telling it. So many role players didn't turn up. Uh, this is what is our regular our club has kind of issues, but somehow we pulled up. Some of the Toastmasters has taken the dual roles, so I appreciate them in terms of taking up in the last minute too. Somehow, like I think it didn't strike in my mind too. Even though we did not have the speakers for the day, at least the other speakers, other Toastmasters who would have given the previous prepared speeches, they should have given one more time, so that also they will also get more fine tuning their prepared speeches as well, and then we will not miss that slots too. Maybe in the next kind of thing, hopefully I do not want to see this kind of event should happen again, like all the Toastmasters speakers didn't turn up like this. So we can ask the other people who already given their prepared speeches, they can give one more time, so that can give the filling up and everything. It's not only the filling up of the slots, it helps them also in file tuning. So the more number of times you give, it gets fine tuned. So that's the way success in our Toastmaster journey. So that is one point which I thought of highlighting it. Otherwise, so in order to handle this kind of thing, we felt like 10 minutes had taken time in terms of starting it. This is another way of thing delaying. So we should have start in time. Whatever maybe the situation, we should start maybe not beyond like 3-4 minutes. We should start the other meeting too. Otherwise, we are all scaled up in terms of thing. I appreciate again once again for the Toastmasters who has taken the dual roles. My sincere appreciations for them. Maybe the other part, maybe 1 or more minute, I'm going to take about book review. How many of you got interest after my book review sessions? How many felt that I want to read that book too? Maybe you want to raise your hands. Okay, at least I can see 3-4 members. I can see that I think it interests. I was trying to look myself feedback and everything, whether I have given the information. The book was too good actually, but I was reviewing myself whether have presented the way it should be. I was hesitating actually before starting of the session whether I'll be able to present the true essence what is there in the book actually. Okay, so but still I can see at least 1 or 2 persons, few people they want to read that book. Glad that I try to attempt that one. So this is the point number one. After reading this book, I sincerely request to go to read the other book too. It's a top 5 regrets of the dying persons. It was actually that book was written by a nurse. Okay, after reviewing 150 and 200 patients who are actually literally they are about to die. Okay, and then she interviewed those patients, and then wrote the top 5 regrets, and then published as a book, so that it all gives us a purpose and everything. We should not be everybody like we don't stay as a mortals, right? So everybody has an end. So rather than that point of time getting regrets, if you read that book, it gives us an opportunity because we have some more time. So like our projects and everything now, we can do course corrections can be done. So at the last, at the stage when we are going to leave the world, we should not have that regrets. So that is what is the book gives us. Maybe little bit it's like in depth and everything. Maybe sometimes we get carried away, but these are all important in terms of our life too. It gives us a proper meaningful why we are living. So that's what we end up. So don't read it, maybe few pages in a day. Don't read it a book like a stretch, like a novel. Don't read it in a day or two. My sincere advice, read 4-5 pages or 10 pages max, so that it sharpens your thoughts. It gives a kind of proper direction. If you read it as a novel and everything, like you will not carry the actual lessons of the book, you will not able to carry. So that gives you the message, so you will have a course correction which will happen. That is my sincere suggestion. So otherwise the meeting went on well. So we have our guest also, we have given the opportunity to take the table topic session. Since we have a lot of time, so everybody has an opportunity to take the table talk session. It was a wonderful one from Kavitha side to come up with a very well one expressions. So by seeing his photos itself, the images itself, we get a smile on our face. That's how is very well. Yeah. So otherwise, it's very good meeting which happened. So before we close, so thank you to all the players and again the Toastmasters who have taken the double roles. So you made the day, and we I encourage all the members to actively participate in the meetings, in the future meetings too. With this, I adjourn the meeting for the day. Thank you. Thank you all the Toastmasters. Have a nice weekend.